Well, it's about 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and just waiting on old Les to show up. We're going to move the TR6 into storage today, I think, so we can get the garage space back to be able to move the TR250 over and get a little bit more room to work on it, and not have to worry about getting, grinding sparks or dirt on the TR6 while we're working on the TR250. So it's going to go away a little early than we'd like, but it'll allow us to get back to our project and not have to worry about the 6. So that's what we're up to today. So we're just going to pack a few things. We're going to have to shoehorn it in at storage since it's getting a little tight up there. So we're going to bring the jack along, and I've got some rolling dollies. I think we're going to have to push this thing into a corner. So we'll see what we can do. Well, it sure is a bright blue sunny day. But don't let that deceive you. It's pretty darn cold out here. Quite a big difference from my trip back from Hershey, where I was absolutely roasting to death. Anyway, as I'm driving along, I was just thinking that I never mentioned how pleased I was with the way the TR6 drove to and from Hershey in conditions that are really not favorable for a TR6. So extreme heat, as I'd mentioned. At one point, I think we were over 40 degrees Celsius. It's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. For most of the trip, I think we were around 90, 95. So weather being one factor that's not favorable for a TR6, not that hot. You got to remember, in the home country where these came from, that heat is nowhere near that hot. The other thing that it did well on was the highways. I was towards the end of the trip, I was on 6 to 8 lane highways, and I was cruising along at about 75 miles an hour for about 2 hours continuously. And again, really not the TR6's element, although it handles it fine. It's really more suited to be driving through an English countryside on single lane narrow roads, that kind of thing. So again, not really in its element, but it performed pretty well, admirably. So yeah, so pretty impressed by the 44-year-old TR6. Made it without any fuss, with the exception of that mentioned light bulb that popped out of its socket, or was loose in its socket, and I think I attributed that to those really rough roads we wound up driving over on our way to Pennsylvania. Just outside of the Pennsylvania border in New York State, the roads were just atrocious. Anyway, just thought I'd get that out there while we were driving along on a nice day. Sort of a sad day, but sad day in a way, and a positive day in another. Anyway, we'll come back when we get up to storage. Well, unbelievably, Saturday morning, don't know the date, but it's about 6:45 in the morning, and Les is here already. He's yelling at me to hurry up. Anyway, we're off to look at a car for Les today, so we'll see how grumpy he is. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so where are we going? Wait, the door's still open. I haven't got my seatbelt on.
We're going to Stratford, Tush.
Where are we going for?
One of them super duper performance cars called a Ford Capri Mark III.
What year is it?
82.
And what's special about it, Les?
Fuel injection.
And?
Last of the series.
And? Right-hand drive.
Oh yeah,
you knob.
Right-hand drive.
Alright, here we go.
So you put me on there calling me a knob?
Alright, I've been in the truck with Les for the last 2 hours, and I'm ready to throw him out at the side of the truck and run him over.
Turn left onto 16th line.
Turn left, you crusty bastard.
In 2.5 kilometers, turn left
Look,
onto
Tush, a pie stand for you. You can get a nice apple pie.
I need an apple pie. Anyway, it's been raining pretty much the whole way, so we were just discussing whether this car actually has windows in it or not, so we're not quite sure. We're hoping it at least has a windshield, because this car is going to get pretty wet on the way home if it doesn't. Anyway, I don't know if I'll be able to take any video once we're there. We don't want to scare the guy. less is going to be enough to scare the guy. So we might have to take some video once we stop for our pie and ice cream.
Hey guys, just to let you know what's coming up, Tush is going on a road trip.
Oh, don't tell him that.
Why not?
That's a surprise.
You guys are gonna really want to poop your drawers when you see this, what he's gonna be doing.
All right,
Anyways,
we'll edit that out.
Keep tuned with that one.
Okay. All right, we made it to Stratford, Ontario, and it's starting to clear up, which is nice. It's pretty much rained the whole way here, so just had a quick breakfast, and we are now on our way. I think we're only about 5 minutes away from the where the car is located. So, like I said, I don't know whether I'll be able to take any video when we're there, but we'll give her a shot. All right, here she is on the trailer. It's going home with us. So we're just getting it strapped up. Looks good. Looks like a good project. We got all the parts to finish it off. Looks good. Well, she's all strapped up and ready to go. From what we can see, it looks pretty solid. It's got a really nice Jan Speed stainless steel exhaust on it. You'll be able to see that. Duals. So that's looking pretty good. It's got new poly bushings in it, which is good. And it's got these nice new Revolution wheels. This one's got a bit of cleaning, but that's what they look like when they're cleaned up. Quite nice. I've seen those on Triumphs and they look quite good. The body's nice and straight. Looks pretty good. Some patching here and there that needs to be fixed up. And again, looks pretty good. Again, right-hand drive, which is very unusual. So lots of paint overspray. I think we're going to bring it through the car wash on the way home, through the spray booth, just to clean it up a bit and get some of the dust off of it. But yeah, looks like a good project. Anyway, we'll bring you more later on. So I mentioned this was an original fuel-injected car, but it's since been removed. The injection unit's been removed. It's a mechanical fuel injection on this car, so what he's done is replaced that with a Weber carb, but we have the whole mechanical injection system here in a box. So it's good to have that in case we want to go back to the original fuel injection for this car. So we've got those bits to go. We've got bumpers, spoiler, and some other bits and bobs to pick up and load up before we get ready to go. By the way, for you nice old motorbike aficionados, there's a really nice old Yamaha RZ350, old two-stroker, so in really nice shape. So that's a beauty. First thing you got to do is wash it. That looks a little better. A little body work down there.
Just wet sanding it, Tush. Just wet sanding it.
Yeah.
Wet sanding it, brother.
Yeah,
Those Triumphs, the bodies are so thick,
Yeah.
you don't have to wet sand them.
Yeah, should buff up nicely, Les.
I'm gonna buckle up now.
Yeah.
That was for 10 grand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Chamois off that flat paint there, Les. That looks good. I think you got a good buy. We'll make it look better. All right, we made her home, safe and sound. Les wants to put his Capri in my empty spot in the garage. You can hear him yelling at me. I heard you.
Should have put the Capri in there.
Yeah. Only good cars go in my garage, Les.
I think this car will look nice.
Yeah.
That's the spoiler. I should cut off one of these for my Capri.
That's a nice looking Pinto, Les. Either that or a Chevette. Anyway, it looks good. Alright, that's it for now. We'll bring you back later. Got to drop it off at the farm, at the storage location at some point. I was going to show you these really fancy seat covers. You'll love them. They kind of remind me of Les's seats in the other Capri. Look at that nice blue plaid. Beautiful.
We actually used that pattern, I think, on Triumph TR6s.
That'll be a good race. TR8 versus the old Capri here. Alright. See you later. Hey, good morning guys. Tush coming at you. Sunday, October 15th, and we're at 4:20 a.m. And as Les foreshadowed yesterday in the video on us going to pick up his new to him Capri, we've got another road trip today, and this one's with Ellen, and we are on our way to Pennsauken, New Jersey, which is just on the other side of Philadelphia, and it's about a 10-hour drive, I think, away from here. Probably plus stops. It's probably going to be in the neighborhood of 11 or 12 hours. So we've got a bit of a drive. That's why we're leaving so early. So I'm going down to meet Ellen at his shop, and we're going to leave from there. We are going to pick up for Ellen a new project for him. We're going to meet a gent by the name of Keith in Pennsauken, who is donating a Triumph GT6 to Ellen, so he can continue his video series on restoring classic old Triumphs. So we're looking forward to going down and pick that up. We're not sure how long it'll take us to get down there, actually load the vehicle up, and then tonight we have a stop in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, because we can't do the drive in one night or one day. So the vehicle apparently is not on the frame. It's not rolling, so the frame is separate, the body's separate, the engine's separate, the chassis is separate, no suspension, not rolling, etc. So we'll see how we're going to be able to get this on the trailer. So that should be a little bit interesting. So we'll take a little video along the way. So anyway, I got to get on the road. Got to be at Ellen's for 5, so we're packed up and ready to go. We'll lock the garage up and hit the road. Talk to you later. Ellen and I are gonna have dueling videos. So he's gonna have a video and I'm gonna have a video. So anyway, we made it to the shop. I've had a quick tour, and we're just about ready to hit the road. So it's raining much less here, which is good. So I was a little concerned that we're gonna have to drive through heavy rains the whole way, but it's looking good.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
You want to take a shop tour?
No. Let's get on the road.
Okay.
See you in a bit. Don't know if you can see this or not. Take a look at this guy having breakfast on top of the dumpster. Oh, there he goes. He's a big raccoon. Did you see that? Alright, just after 7, or just coming up to 7:15, and we're in New York State, so we just passed the border. We had a little bit of an intermission. They wanted to see us inside, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, just switched the GPS over to miles per hour, so we're making good progress. Let's see what we got left here. So it looks like we're got 6 hours and 14 minutes remaining. Our estimated time of arrival is 1:28, and that's without stopping, so we're going to stop at some point. Anyway, so I'll give you a quick update. Not raining down here, which is great, and the sun's just starting to come up, so everything's good. All right, first rest stop on the I-90, I guess it is, the express or the toll route going through New York. We're going to go over to Syracuse and down. So we just got some gas. Gas mileage isn't great pulling this big trailer. So smoke break, food break, pee break. I'm not sure what he's drinking, but I don't think it's beer this early in the morning. I'm hoping it's not. Anyway. Okay, just after 11:30, and Pennsylvania is welcoming us. So we're doing pretty good so far. No issues to report. Got the tunes going. He's still awake, which is good. We've stopped for gas twice. This thing is guzzling up the gas. But other than that, all is good. I think we're still on track to arrive around 3 o'clock. Depends again on how many stops we make, but everything is good. Well, we made it to Philadelphia. And we're just about to go into the Lincoln Tunnel, I believe. So that'll be very exciting video. There we go. Lights on. Anyway, we're getting there. Traffic's kind of bad. We're fighting it. Okay, we're on a big bridge. Somewhere in the US. I think we're going to New Jersey.
Yeah, we are.
We're just happy that there's no toll going this way, apparently. So they'll get us on the way out. Have a cool bridge. So apparently we're in New Jersey. I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't see a welcome to New Jersey sign. But I think we're about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so from Keith's house. So looking forward to being there and having a look at the car and getting it loaded up. And then we'll have a quick bite of dinner and then be on our way to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. All right, we made it to Keith's. Managed the first obstacle, which was getting in the driveway. And we've got the GT6 sitting in the garage. All the parts around it, frame on the side. So yeah, looking good. We're going to get busy trying to get this into the trailer. Alright, just about 10 minutes after 6, and we're pretty much loaded up. Pretty full load. But it fit. We have a feeling the guys at the border are going to laugh at us. But we'll see. We'll find out when we get there. It's definitely not going anywhere. Looks like a good project. We're going to be doing about 30 miles an hour on the way home. All the way home. But that's okay. Alright, 11:10 p.m. and we are at our rest stop for the night and we're tired. It's rained here and we ran into some pretty good rain on the drive out. So we're in Wilkes-Barre or Wilkes-Barre, however you want to pronounce it. We're at the very nice swanky Motel 6 for the night. So GT6 got a free wash. First time it's seen rain in 30 years. So anyway, we're here successfully. We're going to unpack and go sleep for a few hours and then hit the road again in the morning. Alright, signing off. Good night. Alright, just about 7 a.m. on Monday morning, and we're just about to leave our luxurious accommodations. We don't really want to go. Figured we'd stay here for a week or so. Anyway, we're just about to hit the road, just checking the trailer over, checking the load over. Cold out this morning, that's for sure. Cold and a little windy. And I know it's cold and windy back home as well, so we're not going to get into any improving weather. Anyway, hope to be at the border in about 5.5 hours or so, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the process of the border will go okay. All the paperwork should be there waiting, so we hope we get a good customs guy to help us out, and we'll be home shortly after that. Alright, we'll give you an update along the way.
It's not raining anymore.
It's just freaking cold. And I'm wearing shorts today. Alright, see you later. It was a little bit like roadkill here. We just lost a windshield wiper. So Ellen, in his creativity, we've got zip ties on board, so we've just zip tied the wiper onto the truck. So hopefully that's going to work for the rest of our trip. All right. You're probably not going to be able to see this, but we're just outside Syracuse. I don't know, about 50 miles from Syracuse. And you can just see a rainbow starting to form in the distance. So we're gonna go look. We're gonna go look for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Getting pretty close to 1 o'clock, and we're just getting close to Niagara Falls, which you can kind of see over there out Ellen's window. Kind of a gray and cloudy day. We've got driven through periods of rain most of the day today. Anyway, we're getting pretty close to the border, so hopefully we'll check in after the border and everything will be honky-dory. All right, we're back in Canada. Happy to be back in Canada, and the car is now officially a Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
It's had its export from the US and import into Canada done successfully. So we're happy about that. So all is good. All the paperwork's done. Back in our home country, which is nice. And we'll switch the GPS back to kilometers an hour so we can figure out how fast we're going. And on our way home, or on our way back to the shop at least.
Yeah.
Then we got to figure out what we're going to do with it.
Well, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna let you go. You did more than enough.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Well, we decided to give up on the truck and trailer, and we decided to just take a limo home. So 1,740 kilometers later, it's about, what, 3:30?
Yeah.
We're finally home in one piece. So the truck made it, trailer made it, GT6 made it. So Ellen's got to find a spot for it in the shop and unpack it and categorize everything and put stuff in bins. So I'm sure he'll be busy for the next little while doing that. Anyway, it was a good trip.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem. Had a nice afternoon. So anyway, now I got to go help Les put his way as Capri.